Okay, let's get started. Laying on our backs, bring the soles of your feet to touch. Let your knees spread wide in Supta Baddha Konasana. Close your eyes. Just letting your entire body relax. Letting your knees melt towards the earth as your hips start to open. Welcome in your breath in and out through your nose. Breathing in slow, filling up your belly and letting the breath rise up to your lungs. Then exhaling from the top of your lungs all the way back down, releasing. Slow inhales, filling back up, feeling your belly expand, your lungs expand. Tuning into your physical body and physical sensations. So feel your fingers, feel your palms, maybe bringing your left hand to your heart, your right hand to your belly. And feel the warmth of your hands on your body. Focusing just on every little tiny sensation here, feeling what it feels like to be you today. In this physical experience, in this body that you have been gifted to experience life. Deepening your breath, slow inhales, filling up. Releasing exhales, letting go. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice here, tune into your heart. Tune into your intuition and just ask, what is it that your heart is wanting to manifest? Or what is it that your heart is wanting to let go of? Whatever rises to the surface, let that be your intention. Maybe it's just sending energy towards someone who needs it, or maybe it's just focusing on sending breath and love and light towards yourself. Take a big breath in, visualizing this intention, visualizing it already complete. Then open your mouth, exhale, sigh it out, releasing attachment to the outcome. Big breath in, fill up. Intention is complete. You can feel it, you can taste it, you can smell it. Feel all the sensations, the emotions. Open your mouth, sigh it out, letting go of the outcome. Last big breath in here, fill up. Let this intention fill your entire body with the joy that would feel like to have it complete, to have it manifest in your life. Take an extra sip of air at the top, then just open your mouth and sigh it out. Releasing everything, no expectations, no attachment to it. Just let it flow through you. And then release your hands down to the outside of your knees, slowly drawing your knees together. Plant your feet down on the ground and walk your feet out wide, mat width distance apart. Let your knees rock from side to side like windshield wipers. Slowly opening into your hips. Continue to deepen your breath. Rock to each side one more time. Then we'll come back through center. Bring your feet to hips width distance apart. Then drag your heels in close towards your hips and towards your butt. Reach your fingertips for your heels. Make sure your toes are pointing straight forward. Then press into your feet. Slowly lift your hips high, moving into bridge pose. Gentle heart opening, back bend. Rock your shoulders underneath your heart, maybe clasping your hands underneath your sacrum, and then press your hands down into the earth. Lifting your hips. Let your heart reach towards your chin. Your chin reaches towards the sky. Actively press your feet down and towards the earth, activating your legs. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhaling, fill up. Knitting your ribs together. Keep pressing into your feet as you exhale. One more breath here to hold. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release your hands, roll your spine down one vertebrae at a time. Letting your hips be the last thing to touch down. Good. Then grab for the backs of your thighs and start to rock along the length of your spine. Rocking from your head to your tailbone. Get in a couple really good rocks here. Maybe your toes touch back behind your head. Feeling your back press into the earth. Little massage. Whenever you're ready, plant your hands and step or hop back to downward facing dog. Spread your fingers wide. Your index finger pointing forward, your fingers fanning out. Then press into the triad of your thumb and then the angle between your thumb and your index finger, pressing down into your knuckles, taking some weight out of your wrists. Good. If you'd like to pedal into your dog, you can bend into one knee and then the other, rocking your hips from side to side. Continuing to breathe in and out through your nose. Rotating your biceps forward, letting your triceps roll back. Let your heart melt back towards the top of your thighs, releasing and relaxing through your head and your neck. 2 more big breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, wash the breath down the backs of your legs. Let your heels melt towards the earth. Big breath in as your hips lift high, like the apex of this inverted V. Exhale, breath washes down, back into the earth. Come onto your tippy toes and step your feet to the top of your mat. Forward folding, take ragdoll, feet hips width distance apart, grab for opposite elbows and sway from side to side. Relax through your head and neck. Maybe gently shaking your head and your torso, yes. Swaying from side to side, shake your head, no. Then release your hands down, bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, press your palms into your shins. Lengthen your crown forward, your tailbone back. Belly button towards your spine, roll your shoulders back and down, big breath in. Exhale to fold. Inhale, circle your arms to stand, palms press up overhead. Exhale, swan dive all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift, palms press into your shins. Lengthen through your spine, create a number 7 with your body. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle your arms to stand, palms press up overhead. Exhale, swan dive all the way back down. Moving with breath. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, fill up. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, circle your arms, palms press up overhead. Pausing here, ground down through your feet. Feel your feet activating into the earth. All 4 corners of your feet pressing down. Then activate your legs, feeling your kneecaps lift, hugging your muscle to bone. Then tuck your tailbone down towards the earth, activating your core. Big breath in, reaches your fingertips up high towards the sky. Exhale to twist your right arm back, your left arm forward, opening your heart to the right. Then don't let your hips twist with your arms. Draw your left hip back, your right hip forward. Good. Send your gaze back towards your right thumb. Inhale, reaches back through center. Reach up, gaze up, reactivate through your legs and your core. Exhale, twist your left arm back, your right arm forward. Good. Draw that right hip back, left hip forward. Maybe send your gaze back to your left thumb. Inhale, back through center, reach up, gaze up. Legs strong and active. Exhale, cactus your arms, open your heart. Lift up through your sternum, lift up like so high until you can't reach up anymore, and then maybe you find a little bit of a back bend, lifting through your chin and letting your head fall back. Keep activating through your legs. Inhale, reach back up, tucking your chin back in towards your chest. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, palms press. Exhale, plant your hands down to the earth, step back, plank pose. Stacking your shoulders over your wrists, Good. Activate your front body towards the back, so belly button towards your spine, finding that C curve throughout the length of your spine. Good. Lifting up. Legs are straight and strong. You're on your tippy toes, shifting forward so that your gaze is out in front of your fingertips. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bend your elbows, lowering all the way to the earth, slowly releasing all the way down. Untuck your toes. With your palms planted underneath your shoulders, inhale, lift your heart. Baby cobra. Keep the back of your neck long. Exhale, lengthen your spine as you lower down. Good, one more time just like that. Inhale, lift up, feet press down and towards the earth, lifting your heart. Then drag the heels of your hands back, energetically reaching your heart forward with minimal weight in your hands. Keep this heart opening, and then maybe your hands hover up off the mat. Exhale, lengthen your spine as you lower down. Good. Tuck your toes underneath your heels. Hug your elbows in and then press up, plank pose. Exhale, hips lift high, back to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, come up onto your tippy toes. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Forward folding, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle your arms, palms press up overhead. Exhale, drag your hands to heart center and reconnect with your breath. Reconnect with your intention. Reconnect to whatever you want to dedicate the next few minutes on your mat. Take a big breath in, circle your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms plant, step back, plank pose. Bending your elbows lower to hover through chaturanga. Elbows bend just to 90 degrees as you hug your elbows in towards your rib cage. Inhale to lift your heart high for upward facing dog, or release your legs down towards the ground for baby cobra. Breath in here. Breath out, shift your hips high, downward facing dog. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, circle your arms up, palms press up overhead. Big toes touching, 1 inch between your heels. Bend your knees, chair pose. Sink your hips back and down, rocking your weight into your heels, maybe all 10 toes lift. Good. Find your foundation here. Legs are really strong. Hugging your knees together like you're holding a piece of paper between your legs. Turn your tailbone down towards the earth. Good. Bend into your knees a little bit deeper. Lift your heart higher, pressing it back so that maybe your heart stacks over your hips. Breath in. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms plant, step or hop back through chaturanga, lowering to hover. Inhaling your heart high. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale, your right leg lifts. Flex through your right toes. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose, then step your right foot all the way through, low lunge. Turn your left toes down for warrior one. Inhale, lift. Press into the outside edge of your left foot. Good. So feet are hips width distance apart. Press into the outside edge of that left foot to draw your right hip back. Steering your right hip back and your left hip forward so that your hips square off towards the front of the room. Big breath in. Exhale, fold over your right leg, step back, plank pose. Flow through your vinyasa, lowering to hover in chaturanga. Inhaling your heart high. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Next, inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose, then step your left foot all the way through. Turn your right toes down. Inhale for warrior one. Pressing into the outside edge of your right foot, creating a little cave on the inside of that foot, even if you're flat-footed, finding an arch into that foot. Steering your left hip back, your right hip forward, hips squaring off. Big breath in. Exhale, fold over your left leg, step back and flow, moving through your chaturanga. Hugging your triceps in. Inhale, lift your heart high. Exhale, core lifts your hips high, back for downward facing dog. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, chair pose. Drop your hips back and down, lift your heart high. So these opposing forces between your hips sinking and your heart lifting. Maybe bending into your knees a little bit deeper as you rock your weight back, turning your tailbone down. Hold here for one more breath. Exhale to stand, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, circle your arms to the sky. One more round of Spinal B. Bend your knees, chair pose. Sinking your hips back and down. One breath here, inhale. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Inhaling your heart high. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step through, turn your left toes down, warrior one. Inhale, your heart lifts high. Find your alignment. Drawing your right hip back, your left hip forward, breath in. Exhale, fold and flow. You know the way home. Let your breath carry you all the way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg lifts. Exhale, step through. Turn your right toes down. Warrior one, inhale to lift. Relax your shoulders away from your ears, breath in. Exhale, fold, step back. Flowing through your vinyasa, finding integrity in every pose. So not checking out, but staying incredibly present in your body and with your breath. Meeting back, downward facing dog. Good. Adding on now. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Stay on your left tippy toes. Inhale, lift your arms up to the sky, high crescent lunge. Power through your left leg. So on your left tippy toes, left leg straight and strong. Bend a little deeper into your right knee. Lift your heart high. Big breath in. Exhale, twist your right arm back, your left arm forward. Keep that deep bend in your right knee for your breath in. Holding for your breath out. Inhale, come back through center, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two, cartwheel your arms open. Find your alignment, adjusting your feet here so that you have right heel to left arch alignment. So your legs, your ankles are directly underneath your wrists. Your right knee is aiming towards 90 degrees. Reach long through your fingertips. Breath in, flip your right palm. Exhale to reverse, reach your right arm up and back. Big side stretch here, inhale. Exhale, shift forward, extended side angle, right forearm to your right quad. Left arm up towards the sky. Option to extend your right fingertips down inside of your right ankle. Opening through your right knee. So rotating that right thigh bone open, your right knee towards your right pinky toe, and then stack your left shoulder up on top of the right. Using your core to hold your torso up here and not collapse into your right side body. Hold here for one more breath. Exhale, start to straighten your right leg. Turn all 10 toes over to the left. Good. Inhale, lift up, bring your hands to heart center. Then you're going to start to bend into your left knee, coming into this side lunge, straighten through your right leg. Lower your hands down to the ground. Turn your right toes up towards the sky. Good. Keep your left foot flat on the earth. Find your balance here. Then maybe you lift your hands up to your heart for Skandasana. Keep your left knee opening. Maybe you press your left tricep into your left knee. Your hips are sinking and your heart is lifting. So same idea as we had in chair pose, where our hips are sinking back and down and our heart is still lifting high. Good. Hold here for one more breath. Exhale, lower your hands back down to the mat and walk your hands to the back, framing your left foot, low lunge. The back of your mat, feet frame your left foot. Good. Ground down here. Inhale, lift your left leg high, three-legged dog. Kick it up and back. Big breath in. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose, curl in. Inhale, lift high. Exhale to twist, left knee to your right elbow. Inhale, kick it up and back. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Good. Right leg straight and strong. You're on your right tippy toes. Inhale, lift up, high crescent lunge. Good. Lift up a little bit higher on the ball of your right foot. Then exhale, bend into your left knee a little bit deeper. Hold here for your breath in. Exhale, twist your left arm back, your right arm forward. Shift your heart back an inch or two so that your heart stacks over your hips. Powering through that right leg. Hold for your breath in. Hold for your exhale. Inhale, come back through center, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Adjust your feet, left heel to right arch alignment. Take a little bit wider of a stance here so that your ankles are underneath your wrists and your left knee is bending towards 90 degrees. Good. Heart stacking over your hips. Hold here for your breath in. Exhale to reverse, shift back. Left arm reaches up and over your left ear towards the back of the room. Big breath in. Exhale, shift forward, extended side angle, left forearm to your left quad, right arm up towards the sky, stacking your right shoulder up on top of the left and lifting up out of it. Instead of collapsing into your left shoulder, feel the lift of your core, rotating your right shoulder open. Maybe extending your left fingertips down inside of your left ankle as your left hip rolls underneath your body. Good. Hold here for one more big breath. Opening your left knee towards your left pinky toe. Start to straighten through your left leg. Turn all 10 toes towards the left. Inhale, lift up, hands come to your heart. Bend into your right knee. Keep your right foot flat on the ground, transitioning to Skandasana on the other side. Lower your hands down towards the earth and then turn your left toes up towards the sky. So your right knee is bending. You can press your right elbow in towards your right knee to open it as your hips drop back and down and your heart lifts. Maybe you find your balance and bring your hands to your heart center. Gotta keep lifting up through your heart. Aiming to keep that right foot flat on the earth, left toes pointing towards the sky. Actively flex through your left toes. Hold here for one more breath. Exhale, release your palms back down to the ground. Walk to the top of your mat. Low lunge, frame your right foot. Good, here we are again. Pray up. Kick your right leg up and back. Three-legged dog. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose, curl in. Good, let's pause here this time. Stacking your shoulders over your wrists. Hold here for your next inhale. Then curl in a little tighter for your exhale. Inhale, kick your right leg slowly up and back, no rush. Exhale to twist. Right knee towards your left elbow, your left tricep, holding here. Hold for your breath in. Squeeze in a little tighter for your breath out. Inhale, right leg kicks up and back. Good. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Stay on your left tippy toes. Inhale, lift up, high crescent lunge. Bending deeply into your right leg. Activate your inner thigh muscles, finding balance here. Breath in. Exhale, twist your right arm back, your left arm forward, opening your heart to the right. Gaze back towards your right thumb for a breath in. Holding breath out. Inhale, come back through center, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two, cartwheel your arms open. Adjust your feet and find your alignment. Then bend in a little deeper towards your right knee. Hold here, inhale. Exhale to reverse, right arm reaches up and back. Maybe you take a bind this time, reaching your left arm around your back, to grab for the top of your right thigh, your pants, or your shirt. Inhale. Exhale, shifts forward, extended side angle, drawing your right forearm towards your right quad or inside of your right ankle. Reach your left arm up towards the sky. Staying here, stacking that left shoulder up on top of the right. Then lift up just 1 inch, feeling your core activate here. Turning your right hip underneath your body. Breath in. Exhale, straighten your right leg, hands to heart, bend your left knee, right toes turn to the sky. Lower your hands down to the ground, finding our Skandasana. Start with your hands on the earth. Find your foundation in your left foot. Right toes flexing towards the sky, then maybe bring your hands to your heart. Lifting your heart high, hips sinking back and down. Or maybe you open your wings this time. Extending your left arm down towards the ground, reaching your right arm up high. Sending your gaze up and over your right shoulder. Keep breathing here. Take 2 breaths here in your version of Skandasana today. Exhale, bring your hands back down towards the earth. Walk to the back of your mat. Low lunge, framing your left foot. Inhale your left leg up and back. Lift it high. 3-legged dog. Breath in. Exhale, knee to nose, curl in. Curl in and pause. Find your alignment, bringing your shoulders over your wrist, shifting forward, and then hold here for your next inhale. Curling in a little tighter on your exhale. Inhale, kick your left leg up and back. Exhale, twist, left knee to your right elbow or your right tricep. Lift it up a little higher this time. Twisting the left knee across the body. Lift up higher on your inhale. Curling in tighter on your exhale. Inhale, left leg kicks up and back. Exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, lift your heart high, crescent. Activate your strong inner thigh muscles like scissors trying to close, dragging your left heel towards your right toe. Breath in. Exhale, reach your left arm back, your right arm forward, twisting your heart open towards the left. Send your gaze back towards your left thumb, stacking your heart over your hips. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back through center, high crescent. Exhale, opens up, warrior 2. Good, deepen your breath. Bending in deeply to your left knee. Holding here, inhale. Exhale to reverse, reach your left arm up and back. Maybe binding here this time. Reaching your right arm behind your back, grabbing for the top of your left thigh, pants or shirt. Big breath into your left side body. Exhale, extended side angle, shifting forward, left forearm to your left quad, or reaching down inside your left ankle, right arm up towards the sky. Rotate the left hip underneath your body and then stack the right shoulder on top of the left, finding this expansive heart opening. Then just lift up 1 inch with your torso so that you feel that deep core activation instead of falling and collapsing into the left side and using our bone stacking, but use the strength of your core here. Breath in. Good. Exhale, straighten your left leg, right knee bends, hands to your heart, or lower them down to the ground. Skandasana, right foot plants, left toes turn towards the sky. Find your version here, either bringing your hands to your heart, hips sinking back and down, heart lifting. Try and lift your heart just a little bit higher, just like we were in chair pose, then maybe opening your wings, pressing your right hand inside of your right knee to extend outside of your right toes, lift your left arm high to the sky, and send your gaze up towards your left fingertips. Hold here for your breath in. Exhale, lower your palms down to the ground. Walk back to the top of your mat, framing your right foot. Here we are again, low lunge. We're gonna move through one more time, moving with 1 breath for each pose. Inhale, your right leg kicks up and back. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Right knee to left elbow or left tricep. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, twist. Right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale through center. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Reach your right arm up and back. Exhale, shift forward, extended side angle. Your version, maybe you bind here. Reaching your right arm under to clasp for your left hand. We'll stay here for a couple breaths, I lied. If you'd like to take the bind, your right arm will reach underneath your right thigh. And then it will clasp at the back of your right hip with your left fingertips. Again, lifting up out of this so that your left shoulder is lifting up, but keeping that deep bend in your right knee. Reach your heart back and turn your right hip underneath your body. Hold here for one more inhale. Exhale, release the bind. Straighten through your right leg, transition to Skandasana. Left knee bends, right toes turn towards the sky. Find your variation. Hands on the earth, hands to heart. Opening your wings or maybe taking a bind here. Clasping your hands behind your left knee, behind your left hip. Your left hand reaches in front of your knee to clasp for your right fingertips. Send your gaze up and over your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, release your palms down, back of the mat, low lunge, left leg forward. Inhale, kick it up and back. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale to twist, left knee to your right elbow or right tricep. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Inhale, lift, high crescent lunge. Exhale, twist, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale through center. Exhale, warrior two, cartwheel your arms open. Bend into your left knee. Inhale, reverse, reach your left arm up and back. Exhale, extended side angle. Find your version, maybe binding here. Keep bending deep into your left knee. If you'd like to take the bind, your left hand reaches underneath your left thigh. Your right arm bends and clasps at the back of your left hip. Then roll the right shoulder open, reaching your heart, letting it spiral towards the sky, maybe sending your gaze over your right shoulder. Then keep the deep bend in your left knee and then actively lift your core, your torso up so that you feel the activation between your left arm and the bottom of your left thigh. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, release the bind, lower your hands down towards the ground. Straighten your left leg, right knee bends. Skandasana, turn your left toes towards the sky. Find your version, hands to the earth, hands to your heart. Wings extending your right arm down, your left arm reaching. Or maybe you reach for the bind this time. Bending your left hand back to clasp for your right palm at the back of your right hip. Again, lifting up with your heart. Breathing here, deepen your breath. Send your gaze up and over your left shoulder. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, release, lower your palms down. Low lunge, top of the mat, here we are. Welcome back. Step your right leg back, plank pose. Flow through your vinyasa, lowering slow through chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart high. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Good. Then lower down to your knees, take a child's pose. If you prefer to stay active here, you can stay in downward facing dog or lower to forearms for dolphin. Your choice, honoring your body today. Wherever you're at, deepen and slow down your breath. Tune back into all those sensations that we felt at the beginning of class. So feeling your breath fill your belly and your lungs. take 3 more breaths here. Inhale. Slowly exhale, release. Inhale, fill up. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Good, big breath in. Same thing, open your mouth, sigh it out. Good. And then extend your fingertips back out in front. We'll meet back in downward facing dog, lifting your hips high. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Bring your feet hips width distance apart. Then plant your left palm down in between your feet. Bend into your left knee. Inhale, twist your right arm open. Reach up through your right fingertips, grounding down with your left palm. Big breath in. Exhale to switch. Lower your right palm down. Bend your right knee. Inhale, your left arm lifts. Inhale. Exhale, lower your hands down. Then heel toe your feet wide, bending your knees, come into a yogi squat. So your toes are pointing out, heels slightly angled in, your hips are dropping down towards the earth in between your heels. Heart lifting high, bring your hands to heart center and hold here for 2 breaths. Good, letting your hips sink down, your heart lift high. 1 more breath here. Then release your right palm down outside of your right toes. Inhale, your left arm lifts and your gaze up and over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, switch, left palm plants outside of your left toes. Inhale, your right arm high. Breath in. Exhale, hands back to heart. 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lower your hands down and just step your left foot to the back of the mat and walk both hands inside of your right knee, coming into lizard pose. You might want to walk your right foot a little bit wide, lowering down to forearms. Maybe you untuck your left toes, lowering your left knee down towards the mat. Relax through your head and neck and hug your right knee in towards your right shoulder to start. Taking a couple breaths here, releasing into your hips. Hold here for 1 more breath. Then with your left knee down on the ground, inhale, lift back up to your palms. Then press your right palm into the inside of your right knee, gently rocking your right knee open. Flex through your left foot, coming onto the razor edge of your right foot. Maybe you start to find a little bit of a back bend here. Sending your gaze up and over your right shoulder. Stay here or take the bind, bending your left knee and then reaching your right arm back to clasp for your left foot. You can intensify this stretch anytime by lowering down to your left forearm or just stay on your left palm and breathe. Send your gaze up and over your right shoulder. Hold here for 1 more big breath in. Exhale, slowly release your left foot down. Step your right foot back, plank pose, flowing through an optional vinyasa or skipping it. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Good. Breath in. Breath out. Step or hop your feet up to the top of your mat, outside of your hands, coming back into that yogi squat. Feet are wide. Good. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, lower your palms down. This time your right foot steps back for lizard pose. Both hands are inside of your left foot. Then you can lower down to forearms and release your right knee down towards the earth. Hugging your left knee in towards your left shoulder. Relax your head and neck and breathe. Releasing into your hips. And just observe where your mind goes when we start to slow down. Does it go back playing old stories, or does it hop to the future? Then just take a breath in and come back to this perfect, precious moment right here, right now. One more breath. Then inhale, lift up to your fingertips. Right knee is down on the earth. Then you'll press your left palm into the inside of your left knee, letting your left knee rock open. Flex through your left toes, coming onto the razor edge, outside edge of your left foot. Send your gaze up and over your left shoulder. You can stay here. If you took the bind on the other side, your right knee bends. Your left hand reaches up and back to clasp for the top of your right foot. Releasing your hips a little closer towards the earth. Sending your gaze up towards the sky over your left shoulder. Breath in. Exhale, release your right foot down. Lower your hands down towards the earth. Step your left foot back to meet the right and flow through your last optional vinyasa, meeting back in downward facing dog. You can pedal it out here, rocking your hips from side to side if that would feel good. Next inhale, lift your right leg high. Bend your knees, stack your hips, drawing your right hip up on top of the left. Then ground back down with your right palm, trying to press equal weight into both of your palms. But then letting your right knee lift and open. Hold here for a breath in. Maybe you flip your dog, dropping your right foot over towards the left. Find your foundation in your feet, pressing into your feet. Lift your hips high, extending your right arm forward. Right arm. Come out the way you came back in, lifting your right leg high. Exhale, shift forward for half pigeon pose. Right knee comes towards your right wrist. Extend your left leg long and straight back behind you. Then walk your fingertips back behind your hips, lifting your heart. Take a big breath in. Exhale to fold and release all the way down. Once you've arrived in your half pigeon pose, try not to fidget or wiggle, but deepen your breath and tune into the sensations. Listening to it. Maybe it sounds like waves crashing on the shore. Use your breath to open and to make space in your right hip, in your shoulders, in your heart. Again, just noticing, where are you right now? Where did your mind go? Come back. Right here, right now. You're right where you're supposed to be. You don't need to change anything, go anywhere, or be anyone but you. One more breath. Inhale, fill up. Open your mouth. Sigh it out. Good. Inhale, lift up to your fingertips. Tuck your left toes. Step back, downward facing dog. You can pedal it out. Maybe lifting your right leg high, bending your knee, drawing circles, whatever would feel good. Feeling that rush of fresh oxygenated blood coming back into your right hip. When you're ready, lift your left leg high. Bend your knees, stack your left hip up on top of the right. Then check in with your hands. Did you rock all your weight into your right palm? Press back down into your left hand and then lift that left knee a little bit higher, like your hips are plates. Stack the left plate up on top of the right. Breath in. Option to flip your dog, lowering that left foot over towards the right. Press into your feet, lift your hips high. Good. Big breath in. Exhale, come out the way you came in, lifting your left leg high. Shifting forward, left knee comes towards your left wrist. Make sure your left knee falls outside of your left hip and square your hips off towards the earth. With your right leg extended straight back behind you, inhale, walk your fingertips back behind your hips. Open and lift your heart, take a big breath in. Exhale, release and fold slowly down over your left shin. Releasing to forearms or all the way down. Letting your forehead, your third eye rest down on the mat. Then once you've found your pigeon pose, stay with it. No matter how uncomfortable it is or whatever emotions arise here, deepen your breath. Breathing into the moment, knowing that you can stay. Knowing that you can find presence and patience and ease here. Breathing into your left hip, let your breath create space. You can visualize it like the wind blowing through an old, abandoned, stuffy house. Let your breath be that wind opening up your left hip. Cleaning house, airing out whatever no longer serves. Two more breaths here. Next inhale lifts you up to fingertips. Tuck your right toes. Step back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Lift your left leg. Maybe you just let your heels press down towards the earth. When you're ready, step or hop to the top of your mat. Then bend your knees, lower your butt all the way down to the ground. Extend your legs straight out in front, flexing your toes towards the sky. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Keep this length throughout your spine and then start to reach your belly button towards your knees, folding forward. Your chins reach towards your shins. Not your chins. Hopefully you just have one, but who knows? Reach your belly button forward, forward fold. If you'd like to take a slight bend in your knees so that you can grab for the outside of your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold back in. Keep telescoping your heart forward. Reaching your sternum and your heart space forward. Maybe your belly comes to the top of your thighs. Two more breaths here. Good. Inhale, lifts back up. Reach your fingertips up towards the sky. Then extend them out in front, and we're going to roll down one vertebrae at a time. So starting with your tailbone, and then your sacrum, your lower back, your middle back, your shoulders, and your head. Roll all the way down. Good. Take a big breath in. Reach your arms up and over your head. Exhale, draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a squeeze. Rock from side to side, massaging your kidneys. Good. Then hold on to your right knee and extend your left leg down to the ground, releasing it all the way down. Then twist your right knee across your body towards the left for a reclined twist. You can use your left palm to guide your right knee down, and then twist your right arm open out to a T. Close your eyes and turn your nose to the right. Starting to let gravity do the work. Feeling this detoxifying twist in your spine. Wringing it out. One more breath here. Inhale, roll back through center. Give your right knee one more squeeze, drawing your right knee up and in towards your right armpit. Good, then lower your right leg down. Draw your left knee up and towards your chest, squeezing around your left shin. Then twist it across your body towards the right. Use your right hand to guide it down towards the earth. Release your left arm open to a T and close your eyes, turn your nose to the left. How's your breath? Where does your mind wander to? Find it and bring it back. Being right here, right now. One more breath. Inhale, come back through center. Squeeze your left knee up and in towards your chest, towards your left armpit. Then release it down to meet the right. If you'd like to take a happy baby or any other pose to complete your practice here today, for happy baby, you'll bend your knees, drawing them up and in towards your armpits. Then grab for the outside of your feet, pulling your feet down so that your knees release a little closer towards the earth. Your tailbone wants to curl up here. Roll your tailbone down towards the earth. See how that feels, lowering your lower back down into the ground. You can rock from side to side if that would feel good, maybe straightening through one leg and then the other. Then in your time, releasing your feet down to the end of your mat. Let them just flop open naturally. Let your palms rest up by your side. Take up as much space as you need, maybe creating a big, beautiful starfish with your body. Close your eyes and come back to your natural breath. So this breath that moves and supports you without thought, without control. Just like the heart that beats in your chest. These rhythmic beats that have been with us since day one. Release your entire body, relaxing your muscles, your bones. Feeling your entire body relaxed here, growing heavy and melting into the earth. Let your eyes grow heavy in their sockets and your jaw release and relax. Stay here as long as you need. Shavasana.